Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and this time we are going to repair what is a weird pool clothes dryer, but one of the modern ones, and yes, well, they are not so modern, but if they are modern it is card because this is the first failure it presented. It's just that when the cycle was changed, it didn't change the light bulb, it was only cleaned, and the other one that doesn't heat had already gone up. One from a washing machine that didn't heat up had already risen, but this is another failure. I mean, it's not from a dryer, sorry, but this is another failure. That it does not heat up, then if I see that even if it is a dryer with the same fault but that it is something else, I am going to turn it up to the channel. Then this time I put it to work a little, and at no time does it turn on or turn on the igniter or turn on the flame. It does not turn on anything, it does not heat up, because in a few words the first thing we are going to do is disassemble this. They are disassembled quite easily. They only have 2 screws of a quarter in the lower right and left, well, 1 and 1. Also this one reminds you that if you want the spare part and everything can also be asked for it without problem. I send you the link of Mercado Libre, and then leave your comment, your like. I will always try to answer as much as I can. That it is becoming more and more difficult for me because we are growing quite well. Since we remove this cover, we are going to check the main thing, that may be the igniter, the flame temperature sensor, or the temperature sensor of the turbine, or the fuse. Then we are going to check. Always remember to give it a good cleaning. I am not going to pass all that. Because I have already uploaded it in other videos. Well, here what we are going to do, we are going to disconnect the igniter first to avoid failures of the igniter. Well, since we disconnect it and everything, we are going to proceed to take reading, and here in this case the igniter being a resistor. It is not going to beep. I have it in diode or in continuity. It is not going to beep, it is only going to mark a numbering. That means that it has continuity or the value of the resistance. So here it is marking me a 78 ohms not, which is its value of its resistance, 78.3 ohms. So here it means that this igniter is good. Then keep trying the other parts. Discard a repair. Remember that it is always ruling out faults. Then in this case we already discard the igniter. Now we proceed again to connect all the pieces as we test, because then they pass us, and that's where the good thing comes in. We're going to try this temperature sensor, or a simple bimetal platinum as you want it, this thermal as you know it. We're going to test this piece. The only thing it does is that it has continuity when it already has enough flame or enough heat, short for protection or for a normal cycle. Then we are going to check it, and in this case if it should beep to the eye connected, it must be beeping. If it does not beep, it does not work, and here we see that it beeps, and beeps quite well. It is worth. That means that if it works, then well, let's proceed with the other fault, or with the other one. With the other thermal, or whatever you want to call it, the little black foot, this one that is here, not the black one, because next to it is a white one, so let's put it anyway, and it should still be. Start to then mark this that has continuity, or to go the click. In a few words, remember, always clean the device well. I mean all the lint, all terminals, always clean all that can cause failures in the long run. No, also remember that if you want to support me, in the description of the video there are other channels that I am starting due to the pandemic. We are a little stopped, but well, right now we are going to proceed to check it and look. It is also working, so practically in less than 2 to 3 minutes you will be able to eliminate failures, which means that, well, you have less work left. Let's go now to check the white thermal, which is the one on the left and the bottom that you can see with red wires and with a screwdriver. I say with a quarter head screw. Let's try it, because which right now is already. I am testing and there is no continuity. So since there is no continuity, what does it mean? That it is served to us because it is a thermal fuse. What does that mean? That when it reaches enough temperature or exceeds it, it is damaged. This is very common for it to be damaged by use. So look here, what It happens, nothing, just nothing, it doesn't beep because it doesn't work. Then here what we have to do, well, it's this, if you already have the spare part and at once change it, I always load spare parts, as you can see from all the sensors or thermal, as they call them in the one device that I'm going to see what for, so as not to double turn around, because that right now I give a budget and then I come and I'm going to assemble and pick up and everything. I always try to put everything together at the moment, because also the customers, then it comes up and they don't want you to be there going back and forth. I always try to repair them at the moment. In this case, well, look, we already have it here and you will see the difference with this thermal or with this thermal fuse. This one must beep because it is good, so I know that the videos the awards ones are a little longer, but it's not much, it's a 6 to 7 minute video, but if I want to explain the points, well, because then they ask me things that I say, I could have said it in the video, well, then, when this piece is wrong, it's the we discard and well, we are going to proceed to assemble it. This piece is very easy, it only has a nut at the bottom which is pushed and the screw is put in and that's it, there is no leg. Right now we have just put it, so here there is no fault. We finished putting it and the only thing left is this test, nothing more. As I tell you, remember to always have everything clean and ready. Here this card was cleaned as I tell you, because when I clicked it always stayed in the first one, we only cleaned it with a little isopropyl alcohol. The potentiometer that has and ready. This type of dryers take time to start, do not despair, and not if it does not start fast with the dryers button, they do not start fast. Here in this case it has already started to start, as you can see, because it must practically start. Start the flame now, the flame should start and it should start heating. I will remove the light so that it can be seen better. And that's it, we turn off what for, so that it doesn't get too hot, because I still have to clean it and everything. Then I prefer that it doesn't get hot since it cleans it and everything. Well, we just have to proceed to assemble and then tell the customer that his device is already hot. It's ready and you can use it without problem. So I hope you liked it. If you liked it, like it, comment, share, subscribe, and see you until next time. Ciao.